Okay, so we've gone through parts of the hull, we've gone through standing rigging, now we're going to go through parts of the sail. There are two sails we're going to use in this class. The main sail, which will fill this triangle right here, and the jib, which is going to fill that triangle up there. The first one we're going to start with is the jib. And the jib, the main and jib are in these bags, which are also labeled right there. You can see it says jib. Okay, and you can see it's rolled up right here. And they're triangles, right? So they're going to have 3 sides and 3 corners. So the first thing we need to do is we need to determine where the 3 sides are and what the 3 sides are and what the 3 corners are. First corner we're going to find is the tack of the sail. This is the tack of the sail. The angle of the tack here matches somewhat the angle of the forestay to the foredeck. 90% of the time, the tack has the sailmaker's logo on it. Okay? So I'm going to take the tack and I'm going to attach the tack to the foredeck using the snap shackle. Now when I'm putting this sail on, I'm going to stand on either side of the sail, facing forward with the sail in between my legs. 2 things. 1, this allows me to be stable, so if anyone were to step on the boat, I'm not going to lose my balance because I'm like perpendicular to the boat, right? If I'm standing here, putting the sail on, and someone stands on it and the boat heels over, I'm going to lose my balance, fall overboard, crack my head on the dock. No good. So, I'm going to stand on either side, and I'm also going to keep the sail in between my legs. I'm not going to step on the sail. Stepping on the sail is like stepping on ice. Your feet again will go out from underneath you. And I'm going to try to keep it so the sail doesn't go in the water, but it might, it's okay. So, I'm going to take the tack, attach it here to the snap shackle. There are these things called hanks on here, these little brass clips along the luff of the sail, which is the front edge. I'm going to open up the hank by pulling this little circle here. It's going to open up the jaw, and I'm going to put these hanks on the forestay like so. I'm going to start from the tack, work my way up the luff until I get to the top of the sail. The top of the sail is called the head. So as I unfurl the sail, grab these hanks, put them on. And as we got up here, this is the head of the sail. And if this is the head, what do we think the bottom edge is called? I'm pointing at mine right now. The foot. Yep. This back edge here, which is kind of stuck on here, kind of like that bug that sticks to you and sucks your blood. What's that called? Mosquito. The leech. Mosquito. Close. The leech, right? The leech is, this is the leech. Now I don't have a clue what they call this corner of the clue. That's what it's called. Okay? So there's an anagram, I think it's called an anagram, that we need to learn. And I'm going to say it here. This will help you to learn the 3 sides and the 3 corners. Okay? I'm going to say it first. I'll say it again. And then I'm going to prompt you to say it. I'm going to have you say that a few times. Again, this is about the repetition and learning both hearing auditorily as well as saying it yourself. So here it is. Ready? Aunt Luff had a tack in her foot, but no clue she had a leech on her head. Okay, here we go again. Aunt Luff had a tack in her foot, but no clue she had a leech on her head. So now you guys say it. Aunt had a tack in her, but no clue she had a on her head. Let's say it again. You ready? Everybody. Aunt Luff had a tack in her foot, but no clue she had a on her head. Let's say it one more time, louder, like we know what we're saying. You ready? Aunt had a tack in her, but no clue she had a on her head. There you go. So Aunt Luff had a tack in her foot, but no clue she had a leech on her head. That's the 3 sides and 3 corners, right? So that's the jib. The main goes in this corner right here. And here's the main here. It's labeled with the mainsail on the bag. We'll take the mainsail out of the bag. And again, we need to find the 3 corners and the 3 sides. Okay? So, Here's the sailmaker's logo, just like on the jib. So that would make this the tack, which means that side's the clew. I'm going to pull the sail forward. Here's the clew with the slug. We're going to put this slug into the boom right here, the track. We're going to slide the sail down. I'll tie these lines right here, which we'll use in a second. And then we're going to attach the tack here at the gooseneck. And here's the gooseneck. And there's a pin that goes through the hole at the gooseneck. So the tack goes through the hole, right through between these two horns. And the pin goes through the gooseneck. We're going to take off the sail tie. And then we're going to unfurl the sail or unroll it, okay? Anytime you roll a sail, it's called furling. And we can furl a sail in multiple different locations, and we'll talk about that here when we put the boat away. Okay, so there's the sail tie. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to unfurl the sail until I get to the head of the sail. And here's the head of the sail. Now, with the jib, we started the tack, we worked our way up the luff until we got to the head. With the mainsail, we again started the tack and the clew, we put the clew in, and we started the tack, then we unfurl it till we get to the head. Now we're going to put the slugs in the mast from the head until we get down to the tack. Okay? So, like this, making sure that all these slugs are in the right orientation. Once I get all these slugs in, I'm going to take the sail tie, I'm going to tie it around the bottom slug, and then through the ring on here in the front of the mast, so that these slugs don't fall out. Okay, so here's the sail tie. Sail tie goes underneath. You guys may not be able to see that over there, but it goes underneath that bottom slug, goes through the sail tie, through the ring up here, and this is where you can tie your square knot, or you can just tie it like you tie your shoe with a bow. The sail tie is only here, and we leave this in the whole time. It's only here to make sure the slugs don't fall out. Okay? The only other part of the sail that we didn't learn with that anagram, I think that's what it's called, right? The anagram, are these sticks that are in the leech of the sail. These sticks are called battens. Okay? And the battens are in the leech of the sail, and they hold the leech out for when we're sailing upwind, so the leech doesn't flap around, and it allows the leech to work when we're sailing upwind. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay, we're good there.